What's up? What's up? What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? This your girl back at y'all. Story time, story time. Yo, you ever just sit back and you just start thinking about some of the crazy things that you did in your past when you was young, and you just be like, "What was I thinking?" Yes. So I was just sitting here, just relaxing, doing some editing and things for some videos, and then it just hit me. And I'm like, oh, I haven't connected with my people. I haven't had the time to sit back and sip and chat with my family. So I was like, why not? Let's do a story time. Today's drink is a mosa that I made myself, and I got my hookah. So yeah, I like I know we all had our share of the crazy and deranged people, but this one right here, oh my God, crazy, and oh my God, crazy, crazy. I could give you like so many crazy stories with this man. So we met, we met at work. Um, his mom got him into the job as a temp, and we met. One of my coworkers, it was her godson. She introduced us. She was like, "Oh, Lala, I told him, you good people, to hang around you, this and that." So that's what's supposed to be, just cool, just cool like that, just hanging around like that, right? So we used to kick it, go to lunch and stuff together because he didn't really, he played the innocent role and all that. So, long story short, we changed the numbers because we was just kicking it. So, we used to talk like, after work on the phone, just laughing, like calling each other, laughing, joking, kiki, and all that, things like that. Um, he was in a relationship. Well, at the time, he didn't tell me at the beginning that he was in a relationship. It came out later on. But when we decided to talk, it's supposed to have been, our thing was, we just gonna be friends with benefits, no strings attached. No strings attached. You hear me? No strings attached. Okay. Down the line, we got closer and close and close. More and more we got close and close, right? Baby, let me tell you. You know how you see the signs of the crazy and the rain and all those type, but you kind of like, nah, you kind of go like, you don't listen to it, you don't pay attention to it. That's what happened. So time go by, go by, go by. We still kicking it. We get closer, we get closer. Then I find out he had just came home from jail. Yeah, he had just came home. Okay, so yeah, he just came home from jail. Okay, no biggie, cool, whatever. We kicking it. You did what you did. Boom, no problem. We get closer. Time go on, more and more and more. We hanging out more. Now we starting to see each other, like kicking it, whatever. We never did nothing, but we just always, like I said, it was always like the late night talks on the phone and things like that. So yeah, it was always like the late night talks and those type of thing. Like I said, it's just when you live in a, like out here in New York, is big, but it's small, especially when you like live in Harlem, New York. It's like almost everybody's know everybody. Put it like that. So that's how I found out that he had just came home. Just had came home. Okay, like I said, no biggie, cool. Boom, we kicking it, do the thing. So now it gets to that we move to that next level. You know what that is? Okay, we move to the next level. So with me, remember what I told you? It's no strings attached. So it's all about okay, no strings attached. We good. So I don't know about y'all, but I know me. You know when you, especially with somebody new, you try to put it on them, cause you. But I still like wasn't no strings attached. So it was boom. We kept it moving. We still kicking it, laughing, joking. So now feelings starting to get involved, but not on my end yet. Not on my end. Now on his end, feelings starting to get involved because the girl put it on him. Okay, feelings getting involved, this and that. So now we at work. We at work. Nobody's supposed to know anything, whatever, whatever. Cool. Certain people of my friends that know me that we've been working for you, they kind of put it together because they seen the way we used to look at each other and things like that. And a couple of people was like, "La, is some? Let me see, what name we gonna call him? I'm just gonna call him Crazy, Crazy with a K, because he was crazy." Okay, so now we kicking it crazy. See me interacting with my other co-workers. We, is work. And then, of course, we work together. So, of course, we gonna, laugh and joke at things. He didn't like that. The jealousy started kicking in. And it was like, he would, like, you got the phones. He would call the phone. Yo, why he at your desk? Yo, why that mother F at your desk? Yo, tell me to get away from your desk. And I'm like, what? I hang up. Like, we not doing this. Remember, no strings attached. Click. I'm not doing this. Texting. Oh, so you want to play that game? Oh, you want to play like that? You want to play like that? Oh, all right, all right. I'm like, what the hell is going on? All right. So we go through that stage. He don't want me interacting with the it was not the female but any male co-workers that he seen me laugh with at work or talk to or whatever. And mind you, we at work, so I have to interact with the co-workers. Whether you're male or female, I have to interact, like certain work, certain tasks calls for me to correspond. He ain't like that. So I remember one day he seen me, I'm laughing, me and another co-worker, we laughing, joking about something. He ain't like that. So he seen me get up to go to the bathroom. So he follows me to go to the bathroom. So he waited like in the hallway. So I'm coming back. He wants to come up on me like, yo, you want to play? You playing with me? You playing with me? Yo, don't make me hurt you. Don't make me hurt him. And I'm like, what? I'm like, boy, please, go ahead with yourself. He like, yo, I will hurt him. Hurt him for what? That man ain't do nothing to you. He ain't do nothing. That man ain't thinking about me. None of that. So what do you hurt him for what? It came to that point where if he seen me talking to somebody, he wanted to go after that person. Like he literally wanted to go after that person. For what reason? I don't know. The crazy and deranged. And like I said, I'm seeing it, but I'm still playing up whatever. Time go by. Now, all of a sudden, he just started popping up. Like popping up at my house. He starts popping up at my house, guys. Like I'm not home. He called me, yo, where you at? No, I'm out with the girls, blah, blah, blah. I don't know when, yo, what time you come home? I don't know. I'm out. I don't know. All right. So you would think when you tell somebody you don't know what time you come home, is it going to be a couple hours or whatever? That's the end of it, right? Yo, I promise you, I get home. He's standing in the whole. So, all right, I get off my apartment door is straight across from the elevator. So the way the elevator, the door opens out. He's standing against the wall. So I always have just being cautious. So when I come out, I always like look at my surroundings like real quick, like look, both sides to see if anybody, whatever. So as I step off the elevator, the door starts to close. I see like from the corner, I see a movement. So I turn. To see what was the movement, and who is it? It's crazy. Post up on the wall. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing here? He like, I was waiting for you to come home. But you didn't know when I was coming home. When I talked to him, it probably was like about a good 2 to 3 hours earlier when I told him I don't know. So that means you just came and just stood there and waited until I came home? Or maybe waited to see was I coming home with somebody? I don't know. So you ask those questions, of course they're going to be like, nah. But why were you waiting for me when I came home? That was another sign, right? But no. No. So, okay. Let it go. Boom. Another time, we kicking it, we chopping it up. So now it's like, hold up, what happened to, and it was his thing that said, no strings attached, like, oh, we gonna talk, whatever, but no strings attached, blah, blah, blah. And I was cool with it, I was fine with it. So my thing is, what happened to no strings attached? I want to know what happened to that, because the next go around, I'm at my cousin's house. He comes over. Rest her soul, she passed away. I'm at my cousin's house. We over there. My female cousin, I don't know, maybe they picked it up or whatever. They didn't really care for him. So one of my cousins, he comes. He comes. I knew he was coming because he had called. Coming to chill or whatever. So he came. She opened, go to the door. He asked for me. I guess she didn't like the vibe. She was like, hold on. So when you open the door and you like, all right, hold on, let me go get her or let me go tell her whatever. So she was like, hold on. She went to, like to close, not close the door all the way, but like, push the door while she come in the house to get me to come to the door. This was the effort. Puts his foot in the door, try to still push in. And my cousin, she's strong and she pushing like, like trying to see Dan and slams his foot in the door. Like I said, hold on, I'm going to get up. Like, hold on, wait. So, long story short, after all that go, I come and whatever. He comes in. We chill, everything. That night was cool, fine, everything. But like I said, my cousin, for some reason, she didn't really care for him. So yeah, she didn't care. So now we go it's over. So I said to him, what happened to no strings attached? Like what happened? Of course, he's still like, nah, it ain't like that. Okay, so if it's not like that, why are you waiting for me? And you don't know when I'm coming home. You in the hallway for hours. You don't know when I'm coming home. Then you pop up. You just want to come in. I need to get my eyebrows done, guys. Yeah. Then you just okay. So mind you, that's 2, right? 2 crazy incidents. So the next one is, So we at work, my friend Keisha. You know, she was like the only one that knew that knew from day one what was going on with us. She don't. So he got transferred to our voting facility office, which was cool. So it was good because now we're not in the same office. So you don't know what's going on with me or whatever. If I'm talking to somebody, you don't know that. That was cool. So he used to call me. We on the phone, on the office phone, laughing, joking between the three of us, laughing, joking, whatever. Then he used to lie to her and tell her that it was. He used to try to make it like it was me. Everything was me. And like I said, we was all cool. So me and her was cool. So she used to be like B, like bitch. I know you. I know how you are. Like yo, what you did to him? What you was doing? And I'm like, I ain't do nothing. Like that's him. And she like, nah, I know. She was like, yo, I know you. What you did? I know you did something. I know you did something. I know you started it. He's always trying to make it sound like I was the one that started it or things like that. Until the one day she seen it for herself. And she had to apologize. She was like, yo. She's like, yeah, now I see it. And she cursed him out like, yo, you play too much. Like, nah, that's you, my nigga. That's you. Stop playing. That's you. So she seen. So once she got past that and she seen it, she seen what it was. So it's another time. It's pouring down, raining. He called. He was like, yo, what you doing? I'm like, I'm at my cousin's house. We chilling. We drinking. Because on the weekends, that's what we used to do. We all, if anything, we like the family. We always used to get together on the weekend and just turn up. So I'm like, I'm at my cousin's house, we chilling, drinking, whatever. I'm like, I'll call you when I'm on my way home. Because when you drinking, at the end of the day, we all grown. You already know what you want. Like, in your mind, you like, yeah, you drunk. You like, yeah, I'm gonna put it on them. We're gonna do this, things like that. Adult talk. So anyway, so I'm like, I'll call you when when I'm on my way home. All right. So he kept calling, yo, what time you leaving? I don't know. I'm not rushing. I'm having fun. Like I don't know. Like I don't know. Like you're not gonna make me rush. Mm-mm. That you're not gonna do. That you're not gonna make me rush. So I'm like, I don't know. Mind you, I just told you it's pouring down, raining. So he pissed me off. Like he called me at least about 5 times trying to arrest me. So he pissed me off. So it was at that point like, you know what? I'm not even calling him when I'm about to leave. I'm just gonna go home, call it a night. Right? So that's what I said. I'm gonna just call it a night, go home, and it is what it is. Bitch. Bitch. While I pull up to my building. Who is standing in front of my building, in front of the gate, with the umbrella, just standing there? Yes, crazy. Crazy is standing in front of my building with the umbrella. With the umbrella. It's pouring down, raining. Like pouring down. He probably couldn't get in the building this time, so he had no choice but to stay outside. It's pouring down. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, yo, what the, like, yo, like, what, like, nah, mm-mm. So, yeah, that's another sign I seen. Crazy, deranged. Say it with me, y'all. Crazy, deranged, right? So, yeah. So, okay, that's another sign. I seen so many signs and I did not Nope, kept going. Nope, I still kept dealing with him, still kept messing with him. And the next incident was one of my best friends, her mom passed away, and we was over at the house. It was wait, was it when the mom passed away? No, I don't think it was when the mom passed away. I think it's when the sister passed. I don't remember which one it was. No, matter of fact, it wasn't when their mom passed away. When my friend Felice passed away. When she passed away, everybody was at the house. We all went over to the house, whatever. Because how I remember is because I went to the 24-hour seafood joint to get her mom something to eat. I went and got her some steam, like the steamed fish platter and all that, because she didn't eat. So I went to do that. He took me. I went and got the food, whatever. So now he's asking me. So while he taking me, he like, yo, how long you gonna be there? How long you gonna be there? And I'm like, yo, I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, why is you asking me? Like, I don't know. Like I lost one of my best friends. I'm there with with my family and friends. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Yo, he literally, I'm in the car, like, for, like, over an hour. My cousin, they like, yo, where you at? I thought you went to get the food. I'm like, yo, I am. I'm downstairs. I'm coming up in a minute. I'll be up in a minute. Like, I'm downstairs in the car for, like, a good, probably, I want to say maybe a half an hour. He talking. He don't want me to get out the car. And I'm like, yo, I got this lady food. Like, I need to take her food. She need to eat something. He don't want me to leave, this and that. My cousin, she comes downstairs. My cousin Marissa, she comes downstairs. She calling me. She like, yo, where you at? I'm like, I'm in the car right here across the street in front of the building. I'm in the car. She like, oh, okay. So, she's sitting there waiting. So it's like 10 minutes go by. She stood there. She like, yo, call me. She like, what's wrong? Like, why you not getting out the car? And I'm like, no, I'm coming. We just talking. So she come over there to the car. She like, yo, why you got my cousin in this car? Like, let her out. Like, why you trying to keep her, like, hold her, hold her? And he like, no, we just talking and that. So my cousin, she comes on my side of the car. She opens the door. She like, come on, get out. And I'm like, yeah, I'm getting out. I'm like, it's not that deep. It's not that serious. I'm like, I'm coming. So then I'm like, all right. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm about to go upstairs. We've been down here long enough talking. Like, yo, I'll let you know when I'm ready. He still don't want to, so him and my cousin, they back and forth arguing. So I'm like, all right, let me go upstairs. Go upstairs. He's still calling me like a half an hour later, like, yo, you ready? Nah. I told you I'll let you, bro. I'll let you know when I'm ready. Like, I'll let you know when I'm ready, bro. Like, relax. So, that's another one, right? That was another sign. Crazy. Deranged, right? Another sign. So, now, this is New Year's Eve. So, me and my cousin, one of my cousins, this is before she got married. So, this has been a while now. This is before she got married, right? So, one of her friends was having a New Year. They had a New Year's party. We went out to New Jersey. We drove to New Jersey. We brung in New Year's at church. We went to church. We brung in the New Year's at church. Then after that, so one of my cousins, she was like, it was a parking spot like on my block. She was like, so, we we took my cousin car, the one she lived in Jersey at the time. We took her car, and my other cousin, she parked her car on the block. So he calling me, he like, yo, this is when we was leaving the church. Oh, where you at? So I was like, I'm on 116, blah, blah, blah. We just leaving the church. We about to go, go to Jersey. And that. He like, nah, I want to I want to be with you for New Year's. I want to chill with you. I'm like, when I asked, but this is the thing, guys. I asked him earlier that day, like, because my plans wasn't to go to the party with my cousin after church. So I asked him earlier that day, yo, what we doing for New Year's, blah, blah. Oh, nah, do you go out, whatever. I'm hanging out with the fellas. We gonna do this, blah, blah. Okay, cool. So I made plans to go out. Got my outfit. Got my outfit. Everything. No problem. So he called me, yo, where you at? Oh, we just got to church. I'm going home to change up. So mind you, now where I live at is a two-way. So we driving this way, he coming this way. So one of my cousins was like, yo, that look like crazy. And I'm like, nah. He told my phone and he like, yo, I'm right here. I'm like, okay, and I'm right here too. I'm like, but I'm going to Jersey. He like, nah, get out the car. He was like, come on, let's go upstairs, and chill, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, no, I'm going to Jersey. Told my cousin, pull off, let's go. And that's where I left. That's another one, right? I mean, it's just like so many times, like, and then it was one time I come home. My aunt had let him in the house. I come home, he's in the room, and it's pitch dark, like pitch black dark, yeah. Come in, he's in the room. I don't even know he's here. He's in the room. He's laying, like, was he laying in the bed, or I don't know if he was laying in the bed or sitting in the chair, but he was in the dark, y'all, like dark. So when I come in, he still don't say nothing. Like when a person come in, you would have been like, yo, you would have said something. He didn't say nothing. So when I turn the light on, it's him. Of course, it scared the shit out of me. I jumped like, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing here? Crazy, deranged. It's just like, oh my freaking God. Like, it was just like every time. It was just like, and he was someone, no strings attached, blah, blah, blah. What happened? Boo, what happened? Like, we could have had a good thing. But you was crazy. You was deranged. And the crazy part about it was, like, he had a lot of people was afraid of him. Like, it was like he was that bad boy that come across that one person, I guess, I'm not gonna say that changed you, that could bring the good side of you out. And I guess that was me when it came to him, because people couldn't understand, like, yo, how you, like, yo, he's crazy, like I ain't gonna lie, he played no games. When I was with him, I didn't have to worry about nothing. Like, I was good. Like, I didn't have to worry about anything money wise. I had to worry about nobody bothering me, anything. Like, it came to the point where I got into an argument with somebody at work. Like, he was like, yo, where this person live at? Yo, blah, blah, blah. Like, he wanted to go, like, yeah, go do something to this person. That's not me. But yeah, he was crazy. And to this day, he had got locked back up, right? So when he got locked back up, before he got locked up, I had went away down south. So he got locked up while I was still down there. So up until this day now, he really thinks that I live down south because he got locked up. But he's home now. I haven't bumped into him. I haven't seen him, anything like that. It's been like probably 2 years now. I haven't came across him, ran across him, anything like that. But he really thinks that down south, that I live down south. Because even when he was locked up, he was like, "Oh yeah, when I come home, I'm gonna come down here, and we could continue where we left off." Blah blah blah. Your girl changed her number, everything behind that. Like, nah, we ain't doing that. I'm done. It's over. You move on. I move on. And like I said, I haven't ran across him yet. And I honestly say that he thinks that I'm still not sober. I know he probably don't, because we have a lot of mutual friends, especially co-workers, especially like so I know they probably already told him that that I'm here or whatever, that I never moved down south or whatever. And the only reason I didn't move because my job doesn't relocate. So that's the only thing about that. The point of my story is like, I mean, nothing bad ever came out of it as far as me getting hurt or anything. But when you ignore those signs, sometimes you just can't ignore those signs. You gotta really pay attention to them. Because, I mean, like I said, nothing bad happened out of me. But and when I look back and reflect on a lot of that stuff could have turned a whole different way, because he was really too possessive, too, like, he was too much. Like, when it came to the point where you didn't want me, you always wanted to be around me. You always wanted to do things with me. Like, it was always, and I get and understand, like, yeah, but sometimes, and remember, it wasn't that commitment. It's supposed to have been no strings attached. So it wasn't like that supposed to have been that relationship, until the one day he did break down and say to me, like, yo, like, and I'm not gonna lie, like, he was like a bad boy image. And one day he came to the house after he had went to the club or whatever. It's like, he called me like 5 in the morning, like, yo, I need you right now. He's like, and I'm like, yo, what you calling me was a booty call? So that's the first. I'm like, what? Like, no, like, no. He like, no, it's not about that. I just need you. I just want to lay next to you. I just want to hug you, kiss you, this and that. So I'm like, whatever. So I'm like, all right. So he comes, whatever. And, and we landed. And when he comes, like, he's like literally like crying, And I'm like looking at him like, what the fuck? Because like I said, he's like, even though he didn't, don't get it twisted, he was definitely one of them bad boys. Definitely. And I'm like, yo, what's going on? Like, what's wrong? Like, talk to me. Like, what's going on? He was telling me, he was like, yo, he was like, to this day, I don't really know if what he really did, if he did anything. He like, yo, I just did something. He like, and normally I do certain things and it don't bother me. Like, it is what it is. Don't bother. He was like, but since I'm with you, I've been with you. He's like, and he said, and I did something tonight. He's like, and I feel like, he said, and it's bothering me. And I'm like, so, I'm thinking like, so the first thing that sounds like, think about it. It sounds like, oh, what, you was with somebody else or whatever. And it wasn't. He said they got into a fight with a couple of people, whatever. And that's what happened. So I'm like, oh, okay. But long story short, apparently, I guess something jumped off. He did something. I really don't know. I didn't ask questions because I don't want to know. I ain't trying to be no conspiracy to nobody, no nothing. I don't want to know nothing. But, and he was like, yo, he was like, you the only person. He was like, I don't know what it is. He was like, you the only person that I can't get mad at. He said, no matter what, I can't get mad at you. No matter what you do, I can't get mad. He was like, yo, I love you. And I was like, he has said it, but not in that type of way. But that was like the first time like he really said it, and I seen it like in his eyes. And mine, he's crying. He's like, yo, I love you. Like, yo, I just want to be with you. I just want it to be us. And I don't, I know I do things and blah blah blah. He like, but I'm trying to change my life and this and that. And I'm like, wow. That's all I could sit there and just be like, wow, like, oh shit. And it was just like, oh my God. And it's just like I was like blown away. I was touched, but I was blown away because I wasn't ready. I didn't want the commitment. I wasn't, and then it's not that I didn't want the commitment. I guess from all the things started like playing, like all the different things he was doing. It was like, I felt like I didn't want that in my life anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like, nah, it was just too much. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to be, like, he was a street person. I'm not a street person. So I didn't want that in my life. So I was just like, oh, wow. And we talked, and we was together for maybe a couple of months after that. And then we just started, like, going our separate ways, like, little by little, like, less time. And then, like I said, then, boom, he got arrested. And that was my key, my way to get away. So that's how I was able to get away out of that relationship. So I'm not gonna say it was toxic, but it was, and it could have went a whole different way, but it didn't. And I thank God every day for that. But yeah, guys, I was just sitting here thinking about that, and I just had to come on and just talk about that and reminisce about that, because yeah, he was a piece of work. He was definitely a piece of work. Because I remember, like, to go back to when I said when my friend passed away. And I remember, and they say he kept calling, to the point where I was just like, I think I'm trying to really, I think I ended up leaving because I got tired of him calling. But, yeah. So, point of the story is, guys, listen to your inner self. Follow your thoughts, follow that little voice in your head that say run, run, go the other way. Listen to that voice inside. If you feel it ain't right, don't do it. Yeah, just don't do it. Yeah. I just want to come on, guys. I just had to share that with y'all. I haven't talked with y'all in a long time. We really haven't talked in a minute. We haven't chopped it up. I miss my little sip and chat with y'all. So cheers. Y'all see, that's my New York glass, right? Cheers, guys. Boom. I hope y'all sipping along with me, enjoying this story, because y'all, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. But that's the end of my story, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I love y'all. I really, really do love y'all, and I'm grateful that y'all are here with me. And like I said, I hope y'all love this story time that I just shared with you guys. Like I said, crazy in the rain. Crazy in the rain. But yes, guys, thank y'all. Thank y'all for rocking me. Y'all like my little setup. I'm still working on it. This is my camera, the microphone. My other camera, it's the camcorder, the microphone. My laptop. My computer is over here. My laptop. My camera. My other ring light with the double. It has the double hook, so I can do a live. I usually do that when I do the live on my tag and my what you call it. I need to upgrade my little thing. Let me see if you can see it. You see, it says Cheryl Forster. And then at the time I had 2,055 subscribers. Now I have 2,070 subscribers. So I need to change from the 2,055 to the 2,070. So I just like that. I just thought to give it a little, you know, a little thing. Then I have my wine bottles. I don't know if y'all can see that. You see it's a little Santa Claus, and it got the hat. You see. That's that one. That's that one. Then my little gift box that I have here. My little freshener. That's there. Then I have 2 candles in the corner. Then I have a clock that's right there. I don't have it on because I just like too much light. And then the other wine bottle. I think this one is cute as well. You see, it's in the and it has like the little sleeve thing. Yes. And then, as y'all see, my Christmas decoration is falling down, so I got to redo it. So that's gonna be my next that's gonna be my next thing, to redo it, because it's falling down. So I got to do that. But yeah, guys, thank you for rocking with your girl. I really love y'all. I really appreciate y'all. And I hope y'all really enjoyed this story time, because I enjoy chopping it up with y'all. I enjoy chit-chatting with y'all, sipping my mosa. And enjoying my hookah while we chop it up. Alright, guys, thank y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with your girl. I love y'all, and I appreciate each and every last one of y'all. Later, guys.